Hey guys, you know how PragerU is a billionaire, millionaire funded propaganda campaign, basically meant to disseminate misinformation and propagandize to young people and bring them to the right. You know how that's a thing that exists and it's awful and we hate it. They lie in literally every video. Like I'm not even kidding. They lie so much that whenever I cover a PragerU video, we do a little mini game where we check everything they say and find out what a fucking liar they are. Well, thankfully, some heroes have risen in this terrible political climate we exist in to fight back against the shameless propaganda of PragerU, and we now have the Gravel Institute making a leftist, or at the very least, like liberal, PragerU, essentially. It's basically progressive PragerU, and it's doing pretty damn good. They put out, like, I think 2 or 3 videos so far, getting a lot of subs from it. I think just yesterday I saw they were at 69 subs, now they're at 77,000, or 69,000 subs, now they're at 77,000. And they know how to appeal to the Zoomers, too, like on Twitter, from what I've seen. So I haven't watched any of these videos yet. I imagine they're pretty good. We got capitalism versus freedom. Is big government really the problem? Some pretty good evocative titles, good, kind of analogous to PragerU. They're doing some good work. However, this has very much upset the right, particularly Lauren Chen, who we'll be covering today, because they love having this political apparatus that is paid for by millionaires that is meant to disseminate misinformation with no pushback whatsoever, but now they're getting that pushback and they're not happy about it. So let's see Lauren Chen bitch and whine for 17 minutes, of which I'm going to, speed up to 1.5 times speed, about there now being a pushback or a competitor with PragerU. Let's go ahead and watch. Because Lauren Chen, by the way, is a white nationalist, thinks white people are being replaced, white genocide, LGBT people are degenerate pedophiles, all those things. She's an awful person. Fucking white nationalist, alt-right type.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show and thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the Gravel Institute, an organization that describes itself as, quote, fighting PragerU from the left on its own turf, with short videos spreading progressive ideas. A lot of you have probably seen PragerU videos or at the very least heard of them, and basically PragerU is an organization, they're a nonprofit that publishes videos that tend to...
Nonprofit who receives millions of dollars, or at least gets funded by millionaires and billionaires. They're funded by the Koch brothers, I believe, on top of other like right-wing fucking figures. Pretty funny.
Toward conservative or classical liberal ideas. PragerU's videos cover all sorts of different issues, things like the education.
Classical liberal ideas, dude. They literally did a video on the 1350 recently about how black people are degenerate fucking criminals who need to be dealt with. They literally push authoritarian fucking like white nationalism.
System, the economy, healthcare, immigration. And in each PragerU video, there is a different presenter, usually with some sort of following of their own. And not to brag or anything, but I actually have presented my own PragerU video on marriage, by the way, so you should check it out if you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, I'm clearly a fan of PragerU. I think their videos are very well done, very well produced, and they are very popular. So much so, actually, that now we have an entire organization dedicated to combating them from the left. And on that note,
yeah,
actually,
the Koch brother.
More about what the Gravel Institute has to say about their apparent arch nemesis, PragerU.
This is H. John Benjamin. I'm here to talk to you about a big problem on the internet. It's called people emailing my wife. No, it's called PragerU. Imagine a huge stream of lies that pours into every computer in America. Imagine it's disguised to look unbiased and packaged into slick videos. And imagine oil billionaires give them tens of millions each year to indoctrinate your friends, your family. Well, that's PragerU. And the thing is, it works.
First off, as a fan of the show Archer, it makes me very sad to see H. John Benjamin take part in...
Get fucked! Get fucked up! Oh god, I love this. Hey, guess what? Sorry to tell you this, you fucking dumb shit, but fascists don't create art, okay? I'm sorry to tell you this, but basically everybody in mainstream media, besides some fucking pieces of shit like Kanye West, are generally pretty left-leaning. So I hope you have to inhale the copium to get by watching your favorite shows, knowing basically everybody involved with these shows is the very least liberal, if not extremely progressive leaning. It's fucking Hollywood, you dumb bitch. It's Hollywood. Get fucked. Hopefully you have to mainline that copium next time you watch Archer or Bob's Burgers.
in such a terrible smear campaign against PragerU. And I know that since I cover celebrities and politics all the time, I, of all people, should be used to celebrities disappointing me with their opinions, but still, this one hurt. But regarding what the video had to say about PragerU, though, we hear all the time from the left that PragerU lies. They just straight up do not tell the truth. This is
oh God, they lie? Like, oh my God, can we get like I wish I had a PragerU lie counter. Every single time that they present like a study or anything like that, like every fucking time, they like, I go out of my way to do the research on it on stream, and we find that they just outright lie. They like they'll lie about like basic shit, like nothing. Like they'll cite an article and show one paragraph about how this article says a certain thing or this study says a certain thing. Then we find that study and we read the conclusion, and it comes to a completely different conclusion. Or after you read the paragraph that they show, the next paragraph where they cut it off debunks what they showed on screen. It's fucking hilarious. Or that one time, I think Vosh did covered a PragerU video that was like featuring some like cookie shop owner, and the whole video, like the guy's saying, yeah, I just own like a small business, cookie shop, whatever. Then Vosh goes and looks at the guy's company, and they have a massive fucking warehouse, a massive fucking factory that takes up multiple acres of land. It's not this like tiny little home family business. It's a massive fucking factory with multiple warehouses with thousands of workers. Just like little, like unreasonable shit they lie about.
Took a shot at them. And look, I have no problem saying that no, I haven't agreed with every single PragerU video I've ever seen. And if you're someone who is progressive or just generally on the left, I can very easily imagine all of the disagreements you would have with PragerU. But for all of the allegations I've heard of them lying, of PragerU just not telling the truth, I have seen zero evidence to back that up. I haven't really seen anybody be able to—
Hey, Lauren Chen, you should watch my videos on PragerU. I just showcase them lying on a regular basis. Maybe we'll cover a PragerU video next stream. I don't know.
Point to a specific video and a specific statement to say, hey, this is not true, this is factually inaccurate, and here's why. And I love the irony, by the way, of the side with George Soros and all of academia in the palm of their hands, accusing others of being funded by billionaires to indoctrinate.
At least they fucking admit that academia disagrees with them. Oh, but they're in the palm of the left's hands. I'm sorry that like facts and logic and truth tend to have a left-leaning bias because the left is correct about these topics. It must be really hard for you guys to have to like shamelessly peddle misinformation and lies in order to push forward your political propaganda. And you're mad now that there's now a well-funded, high production quality, truthful institution now fighting against your demagoguery. I'm really sorry that triggers you so much. I'm really glad that now your fucking bullshit and lies don't get to exist online without the truth pushing back against it. It makes me very happy.
People. And once again, really, it seems like this particular group's only real tangible issue with PragerU is that they are effective in promoting right-wing ideas.
1 out of every 3 Americans online has seen one of their videos, and 70% say that Prager's videos changed their minds. This stuff makes a difference, and every day it is pulling people toward the right.
Pulling people toward the right. Ooh, how scary. I love the dramatic music.
It's true. That is the intention of it, and she knows it. She's lying right now because she knows that PragerU's intention is to pull people to the right. Like, Dennis Prager admitted this. Dennis Prager does his little fireside talk videos where he talks about why he made PragerU, what its intention is, and that it was meant to be propaganda to bring people to the right. He wanted to make a university. Like, his original idea was to create a university that would bring people over. Oh. Hold on, I got an idea. Fixed. He wanted to make a university that would, like an actual university, like a campus, college, all that shit, that would push people towards right-leaning ideas, like an unironic re-education camp, but for like fascist ideology. But he couldn't manage it. So instead he decided to make a shitty YouTube channel and website that would be like an online school to push people towards like right-wing, white nationalist type ideas. That was literally, he's literally talked and just outwardly said what his intentions were in person during one of his videos, his fireside talk videos.
Behind all of this, you'd think he was discussing the spread of white supremacy or something instead of just lower taxes, smaller government. This just goes to show how terrified the
That's what PragerU advocates for? Smaller government and lower taxes. That's all they advocate for, guys. PragerU, that's all they advocate for. They never advocate for white supremacy, never. It's not like just recently they did a video on 1350. No. It's not like they constantly speak out against LGBT people or immigration. No, of course not.
left is of right-wing ideas, because deep down, I think they know that if the public discourse was actually free and open, right-wing ideas would be dominating. But the progressives, of course, can't have that, so instead they do things like bully...
What?
...would be dominating. But the progressives know how terrified the left is of right-wing ideas, because deep down, I think they know that if the public discourse was actually free and open, right-wing ideas would be dominating. But the progressives...
Okay, so for one, discourse is free and open, in the sense that for a while, you guys weren't getting banned for spreading white nationalist propaganda. And yeah, back when that was a thing, conservative discourse was dominating. It was 2014 to 2017. And then actual leftist figures started like putting out their content and telling the truth. And now the left is doing better, but right-wing ideology is still dominating. The biggest leftist figure online just hit 1 million subs. Just hit 1 million subs. And doesn't get nearly as many views. That's ContraPoints, by the way. And still doesn't get nearly as many views as some of the smaller right-wing creators. There are no leftist figures with these massive fucking, like, you are literally on Blaze TV. You get paid to do this shit by millionaires. I think it's Glenn Beck. Don't you get paid by Glenn Beck to do this shit? What do I get paid? I get paid by you guys in chat. Those that donate or sub to me or fucking donate on Patreon or whatever. I don't have any fucking millionaires funding me unless it's a $5 donation and whoever's doing it is actually a millionaire. I don't fucking know. But I guess we have Soros, I guess, because George Soros donates to a lot of charities. What are you fucking talking about, Lauren Chen?
Progressives, of course, can't have that, so instead they do things like bully conservatives into silence. They strong-arm their way into academia and corporate culture. And now they're trying to fearmonger over...
Sorry, guys. Sake Tanuki doesn't watch my content, unfortunately. Sorry. Vosh gets Sake Tanuki. I don't. Sake Tanuki has never been in any of my streams. They don't have an account on my website as far as I'm aware, and they've certainly never donated to me. I don't have that. That's the one millionaire that funds leftists, and sadly, I do not have them funding me.
Harmless videos that have grown an organic audience because people are just interested in what their presenters have to say. And I have more to rant about, trust me, but first, I need a quick minute of your time to talk about ladies' underwear. Do I have your attention?
God fucking damn it. Degeneracy. Talking about women's underwear. Actual degeneracy. Actually, I think we've heard enough from Lauren Chen, because she's mad, okay? Let me show you the truth of PragerU, okay? It's not the Gravel Institute that is, It's not the Gravel Institute that's going to expose Dennis Prager. It's this leaked video from one of it's this leaked video from one of the cut episodes of Fireside Chats with Dennis Prager. Now what you're about to see is very graphic, but this is in fact a leaked video, so prepare yourselves. It got leaked.
Thinks that they are gay should struggle to lead a heterosexual life.
That's interesting.
If there were no moral rules and no police, men would grab women and do what they wanted as a rule. That is the way men are made.
Yeah.
The fact that your man doesn't act that way is because he has been given a set of rules and because he knows that he will be punished.
But see, that's
but
so
rules,
interesting to me.
Men know this, and we males, I am one of them, I am male.
Yeah.
We know this from a very early age. We can't act out our sexual nature.
If the dial of ideas was turned to low for the last few years, it's quickly moving into the hot position. And I have to say that my brain is still in recovery mode from taking in so many high-level important ideas.
My life is devoted to fighting evil. I want to destroy evil.
Yeah.
This is really critical. If there's no God, there's no good and evil. There are only opinions about good and evil. Here is a fact.
There's no God over me. There's no policeman over me. There's no one over me. I am God.
Yeah, so that leaked video definitely spread it around. It got cut by PragerU. But yeah, that's the truth right there. It got it got cut by PragerU. It was one of the fireside talks that they ended up scrapping and throwing out, but somebody at PragerU must have been like kind of a whistleblower and leaked it. But that is what will truly spread the truth about PragerU. Anyway, yeah, the right is seething over the Gravel Institute now pushing back against PragerU, and I'm definitely going to take a look at some of those Gravel Institute videos, and I'm excited to see where it goes from there, and I'm excited to see the right reel back in seething anger as their demagoguery and lies actually have a platform for which they can be pushed back on. So yeah.